friends, Nibs again. Out in the garage doing a little bit of goofing around tonight, and I've got a great mail call for you guys. At least I think it's going to be a great mail call. But before we get into that, I do have a couple of kind of local pickups that I wanted to show you guys. Not really anything to be part of the subject line or anything, but at the local shop, the local enabler-in-chief found these air pellets for me. These are actually Zisco, same as that P13 or P3 clone that I recently showed you guys. Same brand, but these are obviously some bit vintage there. But and also, you guys have seen this one in several of my videos already, but it is now mine. I now own it. This is the Hahn Super BB repeater, and like I said, that is now my property and not on loan to the channel anymore. So the other ones from that guy, for now he's got them back. Maybe down the road we'll work out and see if we can get some of those back in the garage permanent like. But for now, that was the one that I really wanted out of everything. So, so let's get into the. Well, before I show you too much of this, I wanted to let you guys know exactly why I thought I wanted to buy this. I watched a couple other videos. I actually seen some people talking about this. A couple of the older videos had some questionable questions about quality and things like that, but it seems like as the product line, this has been out for 5 or 6 years, I guess, or maybe a little more, but as the product got some age to it, it seems like maybe they fixed a few of the quality problems. But there was a challenge that this was the most inexpensive brand new PCP rifle anywhere. They said anywhere on Amazon, but I actually did some checking and I couldn't find it cheaper anywhere else on the internet either. It is cheapest on Amazon, but it's not much more expensive in a few other places. So anyway, you guys seen the title already anyway, but what we have here is, I'll have to blur that out. I don't want you guys to see my address, but what we have is the Beeman QB Chief, and this is a kind of really bare bones pre-charged pneumatic. This one's in 22 caliber, so they have two models, a 1322. Go figure, 1322. Why couldn't they come up with something different? The 1322's for the Crosman's been around forever, and they have a 1317, which is a 177 caliber. This one, the 1322, is obviously a 22 caliber. But I really gotta say poo-poo to Amazon for this is how they shipped it. I've bought several air guns from Amazon in the past, and they always come with an outer box around the outside of the main product packaging. This time it did not, and that's pretty sad. But hopefully it'll be in good shape anyway. So when I saw that challenge that's the cheapest, I had to say to myself, can it actually be any good? Well, I already own the AR 2078, which is the kind of the upgrade to the QB 78, which this, from what I'm reading online, this is basically a PCP version of the QB 78. They do have a newer model out now that's actually called the QB Chief, QB Chief 2. This is the QB Chief. So they have a QB Chief 2 now, which looks like the same rifle, just I think it actually just pumps up to a little bit higher pressure. From what I can tell, that's the only difference. Yeah, the way this box is mangled up, I hate that. I like to be able to, if I get it something new, I like to be able to preserve the box, and if I want to resell it down the road, then I have that option. But all right, so it's got just a it's got a degassing tool and a couple of Allen wrenches. No big deal. It is a heavy sucker, I'll tell you that. So not much in the box other than the gun. Got a set of instructions. We'll pull that out and read those. So I really like my Beeman PCPs that I already have. I have the buck rail 2027, which is a carbine version of the pistol built out by buck rail. And then I also have an underlever that's in 22 caliber as well. So, but this, yeah, I can definitely see the resemblance to the QB 78. But it's a pretty handsome rifle. So this gun on Amazon is $160.99. With tax, it was like $170 shipped to my door. To get a PCP that functions at all for $170, I think is, and it's got a little bit of air in it. Not much. It's got a pressure gauge on the bottom here, and it's looks like about 200 or 300 psi right now. That's not bad. They ship it with a little bit of air to preserve the seals, but I am not gonna pump this and shoot it out here in the garage. It's not moderated at all, and it's definitely not going to be garage or backyard friendly. I can tell you that. I did want to take a look. I wonder, so I do have that buck rail suppressor that goes on the QB 78. I wonder if I take this front sight post off, if that's gonna fit on there. That will help a lot down the road to you know, make this a lot more friendly gun to shoot. I know these PCPs can have a bark. That underlever that I have, which is probably a very similar mechanism all around as this, really had some bark to it before I got the buck rail suppressor on there. So, but this is going to be a lot of fun. It's got a screw in the back here where you can adjust your power, and it's a nice, handsome, nice feeling rifle. Very classic looking. To get a gun these days that has a nice wood stock, looks like beech to me. It says on the box European hardwood, so but it looks like beech to me. And it feels really nice. It's got some nice. It's finished very nicely. So that was one of the things. That's one of the things I wanted to feel there was the trigger, because some of the early reviews it talked about how the trigger was poor on it. But let me see. It's not bad. It's not any match grade trigger. A couple pounds probably. 2-3 pounds, I'm guessing, but we'll talk about that in a review down the road, and we'll get this thing out to the range. It's supposed to be a really good weekend, so I want to get out and get some things caught up that I've been lacking to get out to you guys, and maybe get this out. Got a couple nice cheap scopes I'll stick up on here, and we'll get this thing really popping. I've seen some really nice videos where 50 and 100 yards this thing is shooting really good. Let me see what the before I let you go, just look in the manual here real quick and see what it says for specifications as far as a 22 goes. All right, so it says well, 177 would give you up to 1,000 feet per second, it's saying, and 22 is 830 feet per second, and it's claiming up to 35 shots in 22 caliber. So this one does not have a magazine. So this one shows a, there's another, so this is a 1322. If you got the 1328, you would be able to use magazines, but this one is just a single shot only, which is fine. I can live with that. But there you go. That is, I like this. It says it's got engraved and then inlaid with like some gold gold paint or whatever, but it has Beeman written right there. But yeah, some really nice fit and finish. The look of it's really nice. For 160 bucks, I don't think I can go wrong. So, and I got some 22 pellets to shoot in it. I probably won't use those, but I'll bet this thing will shoot those the Crosman piranhas, Crosman hollow points, no problem. Got a bunch of other type 22s we can try in it. So anyway, I made this a lot longer than I always ramble on, but hope you guys like the video, and really look forward to seeing this thing down the road. I'm kind of going crazy with my PCPs lately, but they're a lot of fun too. I still love my springers and my pumpers, and we'll have a lot more fun with those down the road too. But I always knew I would eventually start getting into this genre of air guns, and I appreciate Denny sending over that underlever and getting me started, and it really did kind of spark the little ember that was already glowing of me wanting to get into it, because I had borrowed a couple from my friend locally here to try out. Both that I own now, the Marauder and that Shinsung 35 caliber, and I gotta get that out this weekend and do some more shooting with it too. So, but anyway, hope you liked the video. This guy will be listed in my Amazon storefront down below too, if you want to take a look at that. If you click on that link down below and then go shopping over there, anything on Amazon after you've clicked on the link, I will get a commission for that sale. So you guys have been using that a lot, and I really appreciate it. It doesn't add up to a whole bunch at the end of the month, but I've gotten a couple of I just get them to send me a gift card. It just goes, and I can shop on Amazon with it, and I've bought several of these red dots that you've seen me shop with. So I'm not using it for anything except for putting stuff back into this channel and keeping things going, keeping things fresh. And this guy was actually bought with the money that I earned from views from YouTube this month. I actually earned more than what this cost, but this was bought with those funds. So alrighty, friends, I wanted to do a little add-on for you guys. I've been doing this a little bit lately, but I thought this was pretty significant, and I thought you guys would want to see this. We'll have more about this in the review later on down the road, but I was playing around with this guy, and it turns out that the Weihrauch QB 78 suppressor will fit on this. The suppressor mount fits perfectly. To get this cap off, I did have to sand on this corner right here just a little tiny bit, and it just barely clears, and there's just enough room to get a filler nozzle on there, but it works. And it's very quiet. You might hear I'm a little out of breath. I did pump this guy up. It is hand pump friendly, from 200 psi to 3,000 or 2,000 psi. It only pumps to 2,000. Sorry, this is a 2,000 psi gun, but from 200 to up to 2,000 took me 83 strokes. So if you keep it in the green and pump it back up before you get out of the green, I'm guessing it'd probably take you 40 or 50 strokes with a hand pump. So this guy is definitely hand pump friendly. So in the first shot, after I pumped it up to 3,000 psi, the chronograph showed me 867 feet per second with a piranha across the garage here. So anyway, there you go. Real quick addendum to the mail call, but I thought it was pretty interesting, and I did have to put a couple of shims of aluminum tape underneath. Buckrell does have two different sizes. I probably need the 14 millimeter to fit properly on this. This one, sorry, is the 15 millimeter size, and it was just a little loose. It did snug up on there, but I didn't want to over tighten those screws, so I two layers of aluminum tape like you'd use on a furnace flue around the barrel before I slid it on there, and then it snugged up without having to over tighten those at all. So I'm sure the 14 millimeter would have worked perfectly. But anyway, so now I hope you liked the video. Till next time, have a great day.